Hey, how you doing? It's been an adventure the last few hours around here, let me tell you. Stuff's been going on. Yesterday, we uploaded a video, put it on YouTube, cutting this tenon right here. See this one? This one is, oh look, it's 5 inches long. It's 4 7/8 inches in diameter. And it was cut on this table saw right here. Look, there. It was fed in here. It went on like this. It came on here. It went through like that. And cut the tenon. It was quite cool. Very nice. We did it because we needed a part. We needed a part for an episode we're working on. Tilting column Dr. Press. Very cool. We're most of the way done with it. But I needed a part. This was the part. It needed this tenon cut on it. So we made this part of what we were doing. And then we pulled the segment, not pulled it from the main video, but we pulled enough of the footage of this one so we could put this video on YouTube. Oh, we had fun doing it. And in the process, realized something was possible that I didn't think was possible. That's really weird. And when I think something's impossible, I didn't even try it before. Tried it, did this, and then go, oh, since that worked, something else is maybe possible too. You see this? This is a stair tread for a log circle stairway. We designed a circle stairway years ago, like over 25 years ago, that took stair treads like this. And then when we patented the laser guided drill, it made a stairway with stair treads like this. Very easy to do anywhere in the world if you could cut the stair treads. Because we had the machinery to cut the stair treads, and a few others that we built the machinery for, they had this ability to make these stair treads. Very beautiful stairway that it makes. We've got lots of them that we've made out and about and around. I've got them as far away as New York. Or where else have I got them? Montana. Out that way. There's a few of them that we built out there. But now, the ability, and there's other customers of ours that have gotten machinery from us, and then from the videos that we put out there, log circle stairway, they have made stairways using stair treads like this. But for the most part, people haven't been able to make the stair treads. Because it does, they're pretty unique. They have to be, about 10 or 11 inches wide across here to make it work for a stair tread. And then this tenon, it needs to be, how long is this one? Oh, this one is, the tenon itself is 5.5 inches long. And the diameter, 4 5/8, slightly under. Because a 4 5/8 bit, or to drill a 4 5/8 hole, that's fairly easy with a 4 5/8 inch Milwaukee self-feed bit that had the bit taken and switched with a threaded lead screw on the end. Anyhow, very doable to drill that hole precisely accurate with a laser guided drill into a log. We're going to take what we learned yesterday making this and watching the ramped up speed clips from it so we can see where stuff's working and there's things that are kind of in motion and moving. And we're going to change this part slightly. We're going to put on a piece of 1 1/4 by 6 6061 aluminum instead of this piece here. Going to go 1/4 inch thick, 6 inches wide, aluminum 6061 grade to absorb the flex that's coming in, the pressures, because as much as you can drill this hole perfect, it's not quite perfect. There's slight grain pull, deviation in the grain, and we're going to use one thing that's a problem and use that problem to overcome something else that otherwise is impossible. So we're going to use those things that could have been a hindrance, and we're going to use them in our favor and see if we can produce this on here. A $10 gadget that can do the machine that it takes to do this. You can get by on the TC300, and if you're really watching it, you can make it. If you really know how, you can do it with the TC300. They're almost $7,000. The big machine that it's really easy to cut these on, that one's $22,000. We're going to see if we can produce this on a gadget that costs $10. So stay tuned, see if we can make it work. I want all my blood to stay inside. So, you want to know why this would make a difference over this. I've got a big old truck, and the springs on it are really heavy. And you drive down the road, and unless there's a load on the truck, it rides really tough. But if you got lighter springs, or a lighter car, or springs on a car, sometimes with that old truck, it feels like there isn't even any springs in it, pretty stiff. This lighter aluminum will flex. It'll bend a little bit. It'll absorb a little bit of movement in it. Where this one, it was absorbing movement, and on the videos I was watching going, this thing is flexing. But it's also the reason something's working. When you're cutting a radius shoulder tenon with the grain, the blade turning wants to suck the part right into, just go bam and suck it right into the blade and kill it. But with a longer bolt that you need to have to cut a bigger part and a little bit of the resistance, the bolt and the wood and the turning and the flexing and all of this stuff working together, it might keep, and I think it will, keep it from drawing in there just bam. There's a resistance to it now, to the movement of it. Plus the weight of the part. It probably wouldn't work on a tiny light little part. I don't think it would, because I've experienced that before. It just goes bam and shuts it down, kills the saw. But on the bigger part, with the bolt like this, and you could also go to a bigger access shaft. Yeah, I know that. And 5/8 or 3/4 or something. We've done stuff like that before, but we don't need to go that big, I don't think, just on a stair tread. But I think this will work. It will absorb the little bumps in the road, smooth it out, allow a little bit of movement without breaking this shaft, grade 8 bolt. You don't want to bend it so it breaks or get metal fatigue where it cracks and busts, So we're going to continue on with this, thinking, I think this will work. That movement out there. It can be that much, and it will just absorb it side to side. That will absorb that movement. Wiggy, 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 wiggy. Okay? It ain't gonna break, but since there's a pin on the other end of this lathe, the movement is not a problem. It will disappear. In the law of averages, it will be gone. You think I'm kidding? No, in the law of averages, that movement will go away. It will never be seen, but it will be there, because with wood, you're going to get grain deviation anytime you drill a hole in the end. It isn't going to be perfect, as much as you want it to be, if you're drilling a hole. Okay, I can do this because the table saw top is level. Our floor here is level. And I need to get a height on this pin. Oh, the tailstock pin will go level there. I got a 1/2 inch space between the top of this board and the bottom of this level. That would mean that the bottom of the gullet of this thing needs to be equal with the top of where this is right now. So we can get a number on that. We'll make a new part for the tailstock. Oh, we gotta make a new tailstock part. Oh my. Oh, such a cost, such an expense. I gotta find another piece of scrap to put in here. Okay, we'll find it. I can probably just turn this one 90 degrees. It will be fine. It's a little longer that way. We want to be 39 and a half off the floor. There we go, to the bottom of the gullet. It drops right into there. There and there. Comes down right into there. Clunk. difference? Well, this is only a 1.5 horsepower motor. Pretty small. It would make a difference if there was less teeth on the blade. If you could get a dado blade set and just use the fly cutters, it takes much less power. This is the 8-inch diameter cedar log. I thought if anything was going to grab and suck it in there and cause a problem, it would be a softwood. But I also knew that 1.5 horsepower isn't very much to do this cut with, because that is a huge, that's a huge tenon. Look at that. There, yeah, look at that. What do we got? It's 7.5 inches long. Well, a good 7 till it starts the curve. 7 inches long. Quite amazing. 7-inch long tenon. How good do we do in diameter? We'll have to figure that out. This, okay, it's an 8-inch diameter log. I had to move the horse once along the way, just bumped it over. Made the cut. It took about 20 minutes to do the cut, but when they bring them here, I figure one of those cuts is worth 25 bucks, so you're making $1 a minute, I guess. Not so bad, you know, if you do the cut. But if you're making a stairway and this makes it possible, I think that's quite amazing. Thing is, it worked, and it worked really good. Look how nice that is. Look at the cut down there. It's absolutely amazing. We're going to check the diameter in just a minute and see how that panned out. Okay, this is a tape measure that's got a 3.14 rule on the back. We can go, it'll come right down to the end. And see, it's, gotta get it tight. Okay, there's 4 right there. You come down 4.5, 4 9/16. If you can see the little mark right there. You come in 4 9/16, and we go down here. I lowered the saw blade so I could just slide this along here. We're back at 4 9/16. It's perfect! Absolutely perfect. Part of what happens as it goes along is once this 1/2-inch shaft is inside of the drilled hole, then it supports itself from here. So it doesn't bend. It supports itself inside of it. The structure of it, it's much more than just hanging off the end of this thing. It's now the opposite of a cantilevered load. Anyhow, the thing is that it turned out perfect. Here, we're going to write it on there. 4 9/16 inches by 7. That is like perfect times 2. Amazing. The only place they had trouble at all with it feeding, the blade would get caught in there sometimes in that crack, 'cause I get stuck in there a little bit. But that's about it. I think we can call this an amazing success. Thank you, Daddy. You're awesome.